What's going on, guys? Welcome to the No Excuses podcast. This is something that I've been working on for a long time. Been really wanting to do this. I've been making like really short reels for a while now, guys. Just like sharing a little bit of my knowledge, my wisdom, my experience with you guys. But truthfully, to really express myself, to really get into depth of what's on my mind, we really needed to come up with a podcast, and here we are. You know, guys, they say if you want to get something done, give it to a busy person. And guys, as you know, man, my plate is full. Thank God. Very grateful for everything that I have and don't have. And guys, I keep adding to my plate because I just have so much to offer, man. And, you know, like, I feel like if you have a lot to offer and you don't offer it, that means you're a selfish motherfucker. And you guys know, man, like, I don't like selfish people. My whole life, man, I've dedicated to servicing my family and my community, and now the internet, you know, like putting my word out there. I truly believe that anybody that comes around me, I elevate their life, and they're just better off for it. And when they do better, I do better. And here we are today with the No Excuses podcast. So, guys, today's subject, it's going to be no excuses. All right. What is no excuses? You know, like what does that even mean? You know, like, oh, no excuses. You know, is that like just like some rude comment, you know, saying to tell people, you know, like no excuses, being a hard ass? No, man, guys, like no excuses is a mindset. It's a lifestyle. It's the way your mind operates. It's the way you think. It's the way you go about your life, your everyday life, from problem solving issues at work to taking full responsibility to anything you do or don't do, and to overriding your feelings, okay, and what you feel like and don't feel like doing. You start callousing your mind, and when you start callousing your mind, you start creating this mind of no excuses, a mind that takes ownership of everything, a mind that understands to accomplish anything worthwhile, you're going to need this mindset of no excuses. You know, there's no person in the world that ever achieved anything in their life having excuses. So guys, I'm going to start by sharing a story about Colonel Sanders. You know, I learned this story probably when I was like 21 years old. And when I decided to start my business, one of the books I was reading was sharing the story, and I'll share it with you. So basically, the guy had this recipe for chicken, and he took it to everybody, you know, to sell his recipe to start KFC. And everybody that he would go see will just like slam the door on him and will give him no time in day. And this happened over and over and over. It didn't happen once. It didn't happen 2 times. It didn't happen 100 times. From what I understand in the stories, that it happened basically 1,000 times, like 900 times and change. And then I think it was like on the 1,000th time when he knocked on the door, the guy says, you know what, I'll give you a chance. And created the recipe, used his recipe and created KFC and became, you know, what he became today. So guys, like, this is a mind of no excuses. This is a perfect example of no excuses. Another really beautiful example is a mother or a father that are busy all the time, you know, doing everything they can for their family, but still find time to read that book and put their kid to bed. They still find time to do the little things that's important for their family. They still find time or money or resources to put their kids in jiu-jitsu or whatever it is. Guys, like having that no excuse mindset, it's like truly one of the best attributes you can ever have in your life. When you have that no excuse mindset, guys, like you can accomplish anything you can ever imagine in your life, whatever it is that you want. Because first thing, you'll stop pointing the finger and blaming everyone for all your shortcomings. When you have excuses, you say, oh, well, you know, I didn't train hard today because I worked hard all day. Or, you know, things are not working out with my wife because, like she's this and she's this and she's that. Things are not well at work because my boss doesn't like. I'm fat because I have thyroid issues. Um, it's hard being me because I'm black or I'm Jewish or I'm Hispanic or I'm an immigrant or whatever it is. Like, all these are excuses, my friends. All these are excuses that are going to set you up for failure. You will fail. You will not move forward. You will not progress because the reason you won't progress is because you always have an answer. You always have a bullshit answer. You always have an excuse to why it will not work. And what I'm trying to tell you is that if you take the excuses away, all you have left is results. That's all you can have left. Guys, I have 5 children, and I had 4 kids in 3.5 years. Guys, when I became a dad, I didn't have like a blueprint. I didn't have a manual. I didn't have any. My wife would get pregnant. I would get anxiety. I'm like, oh shit, man, what am I going to do? I don't know anything about being a dad. And then I just figured it out. And my wife always gave me the options. She goes, do you want to have this kid? And the answer is like, absolutely. Right? And I figured it out with the first one. And then she got pregnant again. And then I got anxious again. And then I did it again. And I figured it out. There was never an excuse. There was never like, oh, well, you know what? I'm not making enough. I never made enough money. I never had all the time. I never had the right mindset to be the perfect father. But I just went forward, man. And I dealt with it. And I molded myself. And I became this really good father. I became, successful in business. Guys, so the excuses went away and the results came. I see so many people that I coach that have like marital issues. All their issues come because they both have excuses. They're both full of shit. And I'll give you an example. You're married to a woman, and when you met her, she's beautiful. She takes care of herself. She dresses nice. She smells nice. She's on point with everything. But then you guys get married and she has a kid or whatever, and she starts letting herself go. And then her body starts going down. Her attitude starts going down because she doesn't feel good about herself. Her mindset starts going down, and so on and so on. And then when you try to say something to her, she gets defensive. Or the husband gets defensive because he's working now and blah, blah, blah. But these people forgot that before they had anyone in their life, they made it happen. But as soon as they got what they wanted, now they let themselves go. And now anytime you try to call them out on it or bring it up, you're being a dick or an asshole or a bitch or whatever the story might be. Guys, not acceptable. These people are full of fucking excuses. So now you're wondering why your husband is not into you anymore or why your wife is not into you anymore. Well, they're not into you anymore because you're full of shit. Shit equals excuses. You're wondering why you don't get that promotion at work. You're wondering why you can't level up. Well, because every time somebody pushes you, you find an excuse. Well, I'm only going to work my 40 hours. Guys, I'm going to tell you this right now. I've been around fucking successful people, business-wise, millionaires, for the past 20 years of my life. I became a millionaire myself about 15 years ago. Guys, so let me explain to you something. To become a fucking millionaire, to become successful, you don't work 40 hours. It doesn't exist. You work 50, 60, 70, 80, 90-hour weeks. That's just how it is. And a lot of those weeks, you make zero. And a lot of those months, you make zero. And a lot of those years, you make zero, break even. But you don't fucking quit, and you continue and continue and continue plugging away because you have a belief, you have vision, you have confidence in what you do, you know the value that you're going to give to people. And all of a sudden, things starts prospering. So the excuse of, oh man, I already work 40 hours a week. Guys, that's a loser excuse. I also have this thing called pirate philosophy in the pirate life. But you cannot go into my pirate life program until you are a samurai first. You have to be a samurai with no excuses, where you're all in. in everything that you do. You give 110% everything that you do. You fall, you get up. You're tired, you show up. You're sick, you show up. You always find a way. And once you've done that for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and you've earned your spot at the Pirate Life, then you can come join my club where we take time off. We go ride our Harleys. I'm at the beach. I'm hanging out with my wife, blah, 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 blah. Guys, I had to earn that. It didn't just happen. I'm sorry to tell you that. That doesn't just happen. So again, going back to the no excuses. You cannot build anything great, but every time you got a fucking excuse. You get what I'm saying to you? So, guys, I truly believe, like right now, with the no excuse program that I have, that I created, this program, it's meant to take people and show them the way, show them my way, show them the path to success. And guys, when I talk about success, I'm talking about real success, not money, guys, because I know plenty of people with millions of dollars who are failures at everywhere else besides business. When you talk about success, this will be a different podcast, but you got to hit all aspects of life. Financially, physically, having a nice body. Health-wise, you need to be healthy because you can have a nice body, be all fucked up on drugs and this and that, right, and not be healthy. Relationships, marital relationships with your wife or your husband, and successful children. Okay? The last one is the community. You don't hit all those. You're not successful at all those. Number 6 comes when you have all number 5. When you're a good dad, you're a good husband, you make money, you have a nice body, and you're healthy, the community is going to follow you already as it is, and they're going to respect you. All right? So with my program, guys, this is what I'm showing. I'm showing people how to be successful in every part of their life. And the first thing I try to attack is, with my FIT program, is to teach people how to be healthy, how to be fit, how to get in shape, how to conquer their own excuses of why they're not working out and why not they're hitting their goals and so on and so on. Because once you start taking care of yourself and your mind is good and your body's good, everything else starts coming easy. The dedication, the sacrifice, being able to say no, all starts becoming easy. Yeah. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the first episode. This is going to be one of many. Once a week, guys, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go in depth into a subject that I feel strongly about, that I feel that you guys can benefit from and apply to your life. I'm always going to be bringing value, genuine value, guys, like sincere, things that come from the heart, to help yourself and make yourself a better person, and a better husband, wife, and just human being, you know what I mean? And my goal is for everyone to be crushing it. You know what I mean? I believe that every one of you have the power to become anything you want to be, but it starts with that no excuses mindset. Guys, I wish you a beautiful day. Make sure, guys, you subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you hit the like button, and let's get this going, guys. All right. Take care. Till the next one.